What's up guys, Chris here, back again with another video on the channel. In today's video, I want to talk to you guys about how you can make coins today on the market during the Team of the Group Stage promo. I'm going to give you guys a prediction right here, as you can see on the screen, but also talking about different trading methods, how you guys could potentially make some coins today on the market. So, before we get to the video today, if you guys can, drop a like on the video. Let's say 100, that would be awesome. Sub to the channel if you guys are new around here. Turn the notification bell on as well. Get involved with us over on the Discord, in the description, free trading tips in there. And then also on Twitch, we'll be there all day on Friday during the Team of the Group Stage promo. So this prediction has been made by my friend Bobble. He actually just got his Twitter suspended, so he just made a new account. If you guys want to get involved with that, his Twitter will be in the description, where you guys can find his content. But we've got this Team of the Group Stage that he has predicted. It'll be really interesting to see what EA decides to do for the format of this team, because are they going to do it where they put 11 players in packs at once and then they release another set of 11 on Sunday or sometime next week? That'll be interesting to see what they decide to do, because I don't think EA is kind of over this whole like 23-man or 18-man promo. I think they're really starting to just do 11 people, or even when they were doing the rule breakers last week, they did 5 and 5. So it'll be interesting to see, or 5 and 6. It'll be interesting to see what do EA do today with some of the cards. Now, obviously, last year at this time, this team, comparing it to the Suns, the Lewandowskis, the Sterlings, the Ramos, Salah, KDB, Mbappe, Messi, Koulibaly, Mertens, this team was ridiculous last year. And what really caused the market to really get destroyed, right? If you look at Neymar's gold card, by the end of the weekend, he was literally down like 200,000 coins. And the reason why this happened is because all of these top players that were in the Team of the Group Stage promo, they all got destroyed with supply. So their prices on day one weren't as high as you thought, and it just caused the whole market to go down with it. Because what do people want to do? They want to try these new teams out, these new players in the promo, and it causes the rest of the market to be sold off because of that. Now, do I think the same thing is going to happen this year? I don't. But if EA decides to put in like 8 to 11 players today, and let's say 3 or 4 of them are pretty good, but the rest of them are kind of meh, then I expect the market to go up a decent amount after lightning rounds. I think we saw that rise today on the market. It wasn't that much. If anything, cards dropped, and that is because people did icon SBCs, but you also had, I think, some sort of that there's going to be a recurrence of what happened last year at this time, where this was the start of the market bleeding until Team of the Year. So it'll be interesting to see what does EA decide to do. Now, some of the things that you do today are going to be dependent on if EA decide to purposely crash the market with the pack weight or the player selection, whatever they decide to do. But that's not going to stop me from telling you guys what to actually do today, because that would not be right. I want to still give you guys some tips, how you can make some coins and stuff like that. First thing I'll be looking out for is during the lightning rounds today, we're going to see Team League cards probably dropping a little bit. Guys like Aspas, guys like Mendy, guys like Lautaro, Rafinha, Griezmann. These are the guys that I would look at and make sure you see if there's a huge drop off on some of these cards. Once they stop dropping, you can pick them up and then see them rise again, maybe later on the nighttime. If you look at this Aspas, he went from 55k all the way to 71. With rewards, he just plummets. He goes all the way down to 39,000 coins. He then rebounded all the way back up to 49k not too long ago. So, this is what you can expect today with the lightning rounds, is when that supply dries up, you will see some of these team leagues probably rise again. So if you see any crazy drop off, say Mendy goes down to 40 or even 35k, for me, because of Prem left backs, this would be a really solid buy for me to rebound, because he fits the mold of French teams, but he also fits the mold of Prem teams, and left backs are not that great. Look at Van Aanholt's price, for example, as how much demand a fullback in the Prem does, because there's just a lack of them. So Mendy, just pay attention to his huge drop off. Same thing with Rafinha, same thing with Martinez, and same thing with Griezmann and Aspas. Rafinha is also an interesting one because he's a right wing, and that for me, right wings Prem, you've got Salah, you've got Lucas, and that's really it. You don't have much else. So take a look at some of these team leagues. Once they stop dropping, you could start to try and buy. Obviously, it's not a guarantee to rebound, but obviously it's something you guys should look at doing, because I could see a rebound on these cards after the supply dries up. So that's number one. That's something you guys can look at doing. Another thing to look at doing is picking up on any panic today, and some of the specific parts that I'll be looking at is Road to the Finals and Wants to Watches and some of the top tier metas. So look at these Road to the Final cards that are guaranteed to be getting an upgrade. Guys that are already qualified or most likely going to be qualified. For example, Oblak, Davies, Griezmann, right? Cards that are guaranteed to already be going through. Look and see if they drop off on the Friday before 6 p.m. UK time. And you guys could probably not only sell for a rebound tonight, but sell next week before their games in the hype. That's something you guys can look at doing. Look at Road to the Final Team 1 and look at Road to the Final Team 2. If you see any drop-offs on these cards, that is panic. That is not due to anything else. That is just panic of the promo. And you should see panic today because of what happened last year. I think people do understand what happened, and they will panic sell thinking the same thing will happen. So let's see what happens there. Rule breakers are obviously very, very rare. Look at the more meta ones. Look at the ones that always do rebound. Like if this Andre card, for example, tomorrow just drops, right? Maybe look at picking that up. As long as, you know, the thing with special cards you always have to be like on the lookout for is if EA brings out a player that's from the group stage that is like a CDM, France, Ligue 1, stuff like that. Like if they give him another card or if they give another CDM French player, that could influence the price a little bit. So that's the only like risk in like kind of picking up on the panic in the morning tomorrow before 6 p.m. UK time. But definitely capitalize. Look at graphs. Look at where some of these cards have gone to today and see if they're down even further tomorrow. I do expect the market increase after lightning rounds because I think people still need to play their games. And I do think there's not that many people that bought teams on Thursday. I still think there's people that are waiting to buy. And I think today could be that day to buy some teams. So another thing you guys could look at doing, we talked about this team. If we get, let's say, a Timo Werner and he's a left wing, I would expect that Timo Werner's gold card will start to get bought up a lot, especially at 6 p.m. There will be that panic buying window. And what you guys can do is either if you want to take the gamble, you can buy before 6 p.m. at maybe like 87, 88. And then if he gets bought back up like really quickly at like 99 to 100, take the coins right away. It's something that we've seen happen a lot. When Virgil got into the record breaker team, he went immediately from 305 all the way to like 330. And if you look right here, I don't think it's going to show it, unfortunately. But he literally went from like 305 all the way to like 325 to 330. That's something you guys could definitely look out for with guys like Werner, guys like Rashford's gold card, Bruno Fernandes, right? I don't think the golds are going to stay that high because I do think golds are starting to die out, especially in the next month. You're going to see gold start to drop a lot. So if you're going to be buying them, you look at it for just a quick flip. And it's obviously not a guarantee because who knows if they do rebound, but they're out of packs. They're not going to get supply from the lightning rounds today. So you should see a little bit of a rise on those gold cards that do get in at 6 p.m. Another thing you guys could look at today is icons. Now you can look at panic in the morning on icons. People believe that today is going to be icon swaps. It could happen, but I also think it could happen on Monday as well because I don't know if EA wants to cause the servers to go out today with another promo. So I don't know if swaps are going to be today. It could be on Monday. We'll see what happens. Even so, if there's icons that are being panic sold today, look at picking them up. We were talking about Ian Wright a couple days ago on our video about, you know, just seeing him at 300k and knowing that he's going to go to 330. What ended up happening, he went to 330k. So if you see them at 330 right now, getting bought, put this on your transfer targets, okay? If he gets bought at 330, now you know, okay, he got bought at 330 on Thursday. Let's see how low he drops, you know, today before 6 p.m. If he goes back down to 300, for me, that's looking like a buy. And not only can you buy in the morning before 6 p.m., and I would say morning because it's like Eastern time for me, but you can also look at the first couple hours of lightning rounds where you can go basic, icon, and then whatever your budget is. If you know the prices of icons, you're going to see some good undercuts. You're going to see people that during lightning rounds, they're going to be rushing. They're not going to be taking their time to find out what the actual price of the card's going for. They're going to get probably, you know, a ballpark area of where the card's been selling at and then just undercut it like crazy. Like, that's what I expect to see happen with icons. They're always so, there's so much coins in them at 6, 7 p.m. So take a look at icons tomorrow, in my opinion. Another thing you guys can look at today is the objective. If we just got a Netherlands objective for the Eredivisie, but if we get a team of the group stage like we did with the Rodrigo, you will see cards that are fitting into the requirements go up in price. So I remember last week, and let me show you guys right now a player that I saw go up last week because of the Rodrigo SBC. One of them was Vinicius. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you guys Vinicius right now, and if I look, right, look at this, right? Thursday, 1,300 coins. He went to 3.9 by Saturday. Okay, he went up a lot on Friday. So that's what you're gonna look at, right? You're gonna see whatever team of the group stage objective comes out today. You're gonna find the player or find multiple players that fit multiple requirements of the objective, and people will then buy those players because they want to do the objective. Okay, I just almost lost my voice there. So that's what you should be looking at. Today we saw an increase in Eredivisie players, guys like Quincy Promise, guys like Malin, right? You did see an increase in price on them because of the Eredivisie SBC. People more now than ever are doing objectives, and it's good to see the EA is doing a really good job of doing objectives. So expect an objective to come out with a team of the group stage and see if there's like a mesh up of requirements, and then you can buy the player that fits multiple requirements because of that. And you gotta buy right away because they do go up a decent amount. So obviously last week Rodrigo was like, you know, assists with a guy with 4-star skill moves, Brazilian, right? He fits the mold there, so that's why he went up so much. So look at that as like something you guys can look at doing today. Another thing you can look at doing today is after the second or third lightning round, you are going to be able to tech avion trade today. And obviously how you tech avion trade, we always talk about it, but you look at a gold card like a Roberto Firmino, for example, a guy that is, you know, a super meta card. He's 33,000 coins. What you look at doing is you see him drop off, let's say to like 28, 29, okay? Something like that during the lightning rounds. You're going to snipe at 27 or 28, okay? Whatever he goes to. And you want to have a Chemsol on the card. And then when he rebounds maybe a little bit, say he rebounds to like 31k or 32, you can list that for 33, 34, 35 for lazy buyers, as people should be buying teams tomorrow. So look at guys like Firmino, guys like De Jong, guys like Havertz, Lucas, Valverde, right? Stuff like that's going to be really good to do tomorrow after lightning rounds. It's going to be a really good opportunity there, in my opinion, to do that. Another thing you guys can look at doing that we saw with the Black Friday, the amount of coins that were in the market last week, some of the gold metas, if they drop, right? Hazard, Mane, you know, Pogba. Pogba's a huge one for me. I think we fit a lot of these cards in the same bracket. Pogba, Martial, Mendy, Werner, Aubameyang, Son, right? These kind of guys, Joe Gomez as well. They always drop a lot during pack supply, and then they always rebound. So look for their lowest point during that rebound or during the pack supply. And for me, Pogba's one of the ones that I really am interested in. He's back down to 160. Okay. But say during lightning rounds tomorrow, he drops all the way down to, let's just say, 152. I could easily see this guy going back up to 160s because of the Allison Jr. link, because people are building French teams, right? You will see a rebound most likely on meta gold cards, as long as the pack supply for team of the group stages isn't crazy as hell. So you can not only look at Tech Avion, you can look at buying popular gold cards. They should see some sort of rebound tomorrow when they do drop off during the pack supply. And yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to that. Icons you definitely want to take advantage of. Gold metas, Tech Avion, Team of the Weeks, capitalizing on panic selling objectives. All that kind of stuff is there for you guys. SBC fodder, one last thing, by the way. If you wanted to do an icon SBC tomorrow during lightning rounds, could be your opportunity to do that. And you can also buy fodder if they do drop so low. You could buy fodder depending on how low they drop. So that's pretty much it when it comes to, you know, everything around the market for tomorrow. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video today. Make sure you guys do drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new around here. And I'll talk to you guys in a video soon. Peace out.